Another issue that can affect successful implementation of the OD improvement plan is frequent and unplanned changes to the plan. Now we have to be careful here because we are planning ahead of time. That's the nature of a plan. So there are many things that will emerge as we go into the future that we will not have anticipated. So changes have to be made to a plan. It must not be kept rigid. But there must be a clear mechanism for making the changes. We must think through carefully, see what needs to be changed if it's necessary, and what else needs to be changed, because once we move one thing, a lot of other things may be affected. So what else must we change so that the process of change is formal, carefully done as we move into the future? Lastly, there is failing to celebrate wins along the way. This looks small but very important. We know from the social sciences that a human being can get discouraged. If the implementation process is just about responsibility and work and all that goes with it, fatigue begins to creep in. By celebrating wins, identifying the successes and celebrating them, we keep individuals motivated. We help keep the team together. So this is actually one of those very important points that are part of team building. So then, how can we ensure that OD plans succeed? I have some thoughts there. Firstly, we did agree that each segment or area of the plan should have a champion, somebody leading, somebody ensuring that things are happening. Okay. In fact, I even suggest that even the sub-components within the segment still needs a champion. What I recommend is this. Each time we discuss something that needs to be done, one of the questions we must always ask is, who is going to be responsible for this? So each time we agree on what needs to be done, even if there's an overall champion, but when we start breaking things down, it does not mean that the overall champion remains responsible ultimately. We may begin to reassign other tasks to other people because we may find ourselves overloading very few individuals within our team. There must also be regular and scheduled monitoring and evaluation. This is where we're able to pick up the wins. This is where we're able to pick up the issue of making changes to our plans. This also just gives us a sense of the status or in terms of progress that we're making in implementing our plan. It gives us also information that we can share within the team and with our partners, those that want to work with us because of our successes, and maybe even those that want to work with us because of the things we are struggling with. So either way, it becomes an opportunity to identify partners. There must be a clear link between implementation of the plan and utilization of the outcomes for successful implementation. This is a very important point. Unless we can see clearly why we are doing the things we're doing, we're not likely to sustain the progress that we're making. In fact, we always say that we work backwards from the end to the beginning. We must first establish what it is we were trying to achieve and why. And then we work backwards now and determine what we need to do to get to where we want to be. This is about keeping your eyes on the ball. And for as long as we're able to do this, then we're increasing the chances of sustaining the momentum within our teams and making sure that we're moving towards that which ultimately matters in the implementation of this plan. Let's think about these things as we work on our plan so that we can, at the end of the day, look back and see success, which will be measured not in terms of how well we've ticked the box, the things that we had decided to do on the list, but in terms of the results, the ultimate improvement, the way things are working much better, the kind of revenues that are being generated, the wealth that is being created. That ultimately is an indicator of success in the implementation of an OD improvement plan. Asante sana.